What's up, peoples? Mr. Anomaly coming at you again. Another day with Mr. A. Happy A Day, y'all. This one's a good one. I'm gonna do another piggyback off Coach on this one, man. You can't win, y'all. The only true peace is monk mode absolute, bro. I tell you, man, y'all do what y'all want to do, but even going out, protecting, being able to protect and provide doesn't guarantee anything. The only absolute is monk mode. We going this is a good one. This is a good one. I don't know how long this is gonna be, but I've been talking about rules, principles, and standards. That's for you, not for her. Doesn't guarantee she's gonna stick around. And more likely than not, we live in a society that has bent the knee to the Jezebel spirit. We live in a society that has too many Potiphar's and Ahabs. We live in a society where the women have bitten forth the fruit, and they're all connected. I got to set this up again. What type of society we live in?
I was never giving my 20s to a man because I know the sacrifice that comes if you're an ambitious woman that wants a family. And I said, 20s, you can't have that. But 30s onwards, you can. Because by then, I know myself, met me, and you either accept me as I am or you hit the door. What?
This is the mentality. We're setting it up. We're setting it up.
About gender roles.
I'm pretty unwavering on my position of being traditional with a twist.
Stop.
Traditional with the twist, y'all.
What do you mean by that?
I can take care of me, but if I'm gonna be in a partnership, then I need you to be able to protect and provide as well.
I know that's fine. I expect men to do certain things. I don't know if I'd be comfortable with someone being the sole provider for me.
My money is my money so that I can invest in building myself. Your money is to provide for the unit.
This is the way of Babylon. This is the modern day woman. They have all drunk the cup of lemmings and are all connected on the same spiritual frequency, as our stripper doctor so eloquently stated.
Fit the box of the fairy tale. So for me, it's helped me break down what all of my clients know. Y'all know I call it the fairy tale ideology. And I'm not exaggerating, Can. I want to say 100%, but I'm going to go 99.9% of women who come in my office, I'm having to work on breaking their fairy tale ideology.
99.9% of women. This is the overwhelming majority of women. You dudes need to stop being romantic, but we're going to play, hey, you still should want to go out and just and get your shit together just because you want to have the options. But if you think that's going to guarantee unconditional love forever, ever, and ever, and ever, and ever, I'm afraid I got some bad news. Monk mode absolute, bro. Again, shout out to Coach. Here we go.
For each other. Main event. This is going to be very important for you to understand. You guys know the philosophy of
You can't win!
all right, the you can't win philosophy. Typically in relationships, because men don't negotiate their own interest in relationships, you can't win.
You can't win!
All right, because men
Playing her game, the illusion of choice. And again, I keep harping on it. What's most men's philosophy, especially the average dude? It's going to cost me the woman. If that's your mentality, you're playing her game, and as he so eloquently stated, you can't win. The illusion of choice. Let's keep going.
tend to get with women that they can get, not the women that they want. They end up negotiating in bad faith, and
You can't win!
all right, you can't win. Man, do you actually sit women down
Nope.
and give them the program
Nope.
and say, this is what you're going to do step by step? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If a woman says, I want your commitment, I have a video back 3 or 4 years ago and say the power and value of your commitment. Men don't understand it. All they see is pussy on the line. All right, I'm going to get access to her, so I'm not going to mess it up.
It's going to cost me the woman. Most dudes like the woman more than she likes them. That's why I be getting on you dudes hyping up sex and hyping up women. I can tell you a couple, 3 things. Me talking about not having sex, how dudes project. And again, this is an uphill battle. Milk's been spilled. Nobody's trying to change the masses. I'm just putting it out there. Let he who receive. Dudes is thirsty out here. Dudes are lonely out here. So no, dudes aren't negotiating this up front. That's about the best thing you can do to remotely combat this stuff. But it still doesn't guarantee she's gonna stick around though. Let's keep going. It's good stuff.
But you don't have abundance. When you have abundance and a woman says, I want you to commit to me, you have to fight back and say, this is what my commitment is worth. She has the right to say, I don't see that worth, and you have the right to say, dismissed. Because that's what they'll do. 90% of women will say, I don't see why I should do all of that just for your commitment. Why? Because it's her tea party. She gets to determine what you give up, and she gets to determine what she gives up.
Traditional with the twist. 99.99% of women that come in her office. Good luck for you. They're looking for a needle in a haystack. Doesn't exist. Not saying they're not out there, but 99.99% of you niggas ain't gonna get it.
Right? She gets to determine when she wants sex and when she doesn't, right? And you get to accept it. Well, okay, I've been there, done that. But when you have a value proposition, when you know, and you have multiple women asking for these commitments, you get to then dictate and say, this is what I want you to do. Okay, your cell phone, cancel the cell phone plan. Your cell phone's gonna go under my plan. Number 2, you're gonna share your location with me. Number 3, guess what's gonna happen? Number 3, your direct deposit goes into this account. All right, just switch it up. This is an account that I don't use, but I'm gonna manage the money over here. They're gonna run.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? All right.
Traditional with the twist. 99.9%. That's why I played those clips. Never give your 20s to a man. And he's talking about this, but let's not forget the soul ties that they're establishing in the streets with Ted Bundy and Richard Ramirez. The soul ties on top of all this. You think you're going to get this forever, ever, and ever and ever? You better learn to love that man in the mirror and be comfortable in your own skin and enjoy life without a freaking woman. I'm not just spouting bull crap. This is very important because you dudes that are romantic and basing your whole happiness on this are going to be in for a rude awakening. Let's keep going. This is good shit.
Number 4, you call me daddy. Number 5, I'm the dom, you're the sub. Number 6, you see what I'm saying? Just go right down the line. But she'll come in and ask you for a computer, a phone, vacations. She'll come in and ask you for a car, or she'll come in and ask you for a whole bunch of shit without batting an eye. The minute you ask for shit, you scared to ask. Number 6, I'm in a non-monogamous relationship. You're monogamous. Number 7, you fold my laundry up when you see it on the floor. Number 8, 96% of women are gone. You're only going to get a woman that is in a need position, or she...
Hold up. He said 96, 99%. Most women are going to run. Most women are going to run. Rules, principles, and standards is for you, not for her. Non-negotiable. But dudes will not do this because it's going to cost me the woman. Again, I tell you, that tells me the mentality of the majority of relationships that are out here. It's going to cost me the woman. I bet you don't get a lot of women talking like that. Bending the knee, tell them what you want to hear and playing the game, you have the illusion of choice.
You're only going to get a woman that is in a need position, or she wants to be there.
More than likely it's going to be a need position. More than likely it's going to be a need position. Because you still can't escape the attraction. Because you guys are dealing with non-virgin women who aren't giving their 20s to a man anyway. She's already married to the guy who she wants to be with. He's just not taking her seriously. So more than likely, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a need position. Sorry to burst your bubble. We need to start being romantic out here, start being pragmatic. Yeah, it might be possible she might like you, but even if she does like you, it still ain't guaranteed. But more than likely, it's going to be a need position.
You're only going to get a woman that is in a need position, or she wants to be there. Number 6, you're on my gym membership. You see my trainer 2 or 3 times a week. You weigh in at the end of the month. All right. If you skip training sessions, you get $100 penalty. Now, I'm in a position to do that. Now, just because I do that doesn't mean that is going to be always the end all be all. Because once you do that, some women will say, I'll take that deal. But what's going to happen is later on, she's going to be victim because you're controlling, you're insecure, you're abusive. All of these things that I say I put on my list for my commitment later on will be framed as abuse. When initially she was like, he knows what he wants. He's a king. I know how to treat a guy. He pays all the bills, right? She's going to like it.
You guys asked me before. I'm gonna keep harping on this. Mr. Lum, you think you're ever gonna get a woman? No. Just what he just mentioned. You guys don't think I've had women come around me talking about I'm not like all these other non-virgin women who had hoe phases. I'm not like all these other women with makeup on my face when she's doing the exact same thing. I've instinctively known this my entire life. Like one of my subs said, I'm the universe. That I'm good. I'm loved by the universe. I'm loved by the all. I'm like Adam before Eve showed up. Why would I mess that up? Are you guys not paying attention to the history of all this? Eve had paradise, and she still fucked it up. Samson had his divine power, told her his secret, and then she lost it. Are we not paying attention? You guys do what you want to do. I told you, think for yourself. But me, I'm choosing the enlightenment. I'm choosing the Samson path without getting my hair cut off. I'm not gambling on, I'm not like that. Why would I do that? Even if she might tell you, I'm down with you, I'm cool with you. But eventually it's gonna rear its ugly head. A warning to some of you guys out there that are young, getting your shit together. Rules, principles, and standards, she might be on board for a season. Who knows how long it's gonna last. Monk mode is absolute. Can't defeat it.
Eventually, she's gonna hate it, and she'll talk to her friends. She'll talk to her mama. She'll say CGA said, and he did this, and they'll see me on the internet talking this shit, and her mama will be like, he sound like a misogynist. And then they're gonna tell her, don't do it. She's gonna go to her male best gay friend, and he gonna say, bitch, you ain't gotta do that. And she's gonna come back to you and say, you're controlling, narcissist, and abusive. Now, not that I disagree, but these are my requirements. You either agree to it or not.
The door is right there. I've been saying that. Hey, if I ever get involved in one, the door is right there. But he's speaking truth right here. She gonna be listening to everybody else. You can't keep them locked in a box. And why would you want to do that? Why would you want to shackle her? You can't tame the phoenix. You can't control that. You gotta let the phoenix run free, baby. She gonna be listening to everybody. Again, what type of society do we live in? Bunch of Potiphar's and Ahabs. The cup of lemmings. Bent the knee to the Jezebel. Good luck. She's gonna be, again, doom scrolling online, looking at what everybody else is doing. Listening to friends and families and simps. You can't keep them in a freaking box, bro. Good luck out there for those of you that are looking for that unconditional love. Doesn't exist, man. Be pragmatic out here. If you're gonna get involved, just be pragmatic out here. It can end at any time. Even if you got your shit together, there ain't no guarantees. Especially when y'all dealing with these women who already had their bottoms knocked out by Ted Bundy. Keep going.
I didn't force you to agree to it. You chose to agree to it.
Be up front.
So you can leave at any point. You can leave at any point. So when you know this part of the game, you really can't win. Okay? Even when you come in and say, I'm going to pay all your bills, they think you're just going to give her money and just give them the cash to pay all the bills, and she gets to do whatever she wants and come back broke, busted, and disgusted at the end of the month, short on bills still.
Traditional with a twist. Traditional with a twist.
Of gender roles.
I'm pretty unwavering on my position of being traditional with a twist.
Traditional with the twist, y'all. 99.99% of women are under this indoctrination. Traditional with a twist.
What do you mean by that?
I can take care of me, but if I'm going to be in a partnership, then I need you to be able to protect and provide as well.
I know that's fine. I expect men to do certain things. I don't know if I'd be comfortable with someone being the sole provider for me.
My money is my money so that I can invest in building myself. Your money is to provide for the unit.
Traditional with the twist, y'all. That's the modern day mantra. And you're trying to find something that hasn't been tainted by this. A woman that's not following the social norms, that has the wisdom and the insight enough to navigate through all this social pressure, her hormones. She's just gonna navigate. You're gonna find you an anomaly as a woman, like a woman anomaly. And they all think they're unique too, by the way. They all think they're unique. Good luck out there, y'all.
But when you say, no, give me the login for all of your bills, your rent, let me log into the apartment, I'll pay it. She's gonna go, nope. Why? She wants to control that. She just wants the money and the decisions and flee. Okay, give me all your goddamn utilities. I'm going to log it in, put it in here. I have the login. I'll pay them directly from my account.
Nope.
No. She just wants you to hand over the money and give you a couple pieces of pussy. So what you're doing is you're going to really pull their whole card and realize what they really want. They want independency, they want the control, and they want the finances. They want the support.
Traditional with a twist. And I'm sorry to say, the attraction you're dealing with women who are non-virgins, gave their bodies away to Ted and Richard and Pook. You're a human wallet. Most dudes are human wallets. I don't care. You're a human wallet. Small percentage of men have the Ted Bundy and Richard Ramirez energy and the money on top of that. Those dudes are not wifing them up. They're shitting on their heads and sending them on their way, but they're not wifing them up. Most dudes, sorry to tell you, you're a human wallet. She's more likely to be in survival mode. It is what it is. Stop, kill that romance crap and be real out here, man. Dudes don't want to hear this stuff, man. Dudes are romantic. That video I did the other day, the illusion of marriage, didn't get a lot of hits. Dudes y'all don't want to hear this, man. Y'all are romantic. You dudes drunk the couple lemmings as well. Television program, movies, You Complete Me, Forever and Ever, Happily Ever After. Y'all swallowed the Kool-Aid too, a lot of you guys. Y'all don't want to hear this truth, man. When you realize the truth, you realize you cannot win. There's no peace here, by the way. There's no peace. The only peace is with your damn self, man. And again, nobody's upset, nobody's bitter, nobody's hurt. I've always naturally sensed this in my whole life. That's why I stay by myself. I don't know if I'm doing this before or after, the man who walks alone. I've always been like that ever since I was 11.
They want the support. They don't want to be controlled. They want to act like they're out here doing it on their own. So you have to call that shit out. This is when you have leverage. I'm not suggesting that you pay all the woman's bills, but what you're going to figure out is they are bullshitting. They're talking out both sides of their neck. I want a man that does this and he takes care of this and he pays. All right, take control of her finances and see what the fuck happens. She's going to call you an abuser, okay?
You can't win.
I'm going to prove it right now. I'm going to prove it right now. Yeah, somebody said this right here. John Cena did this, right, with Nikki Bella. What did he do? She was like, I want to move in. I want to commit. He was like, okay, here's a cohabitation agreement, 75 pages. Guess what? She was like, what? And the whole world shamed him for it. He protected himself. Okay, this is the agreement.
The whole world shamed him for it. What type of society do we live in? We live in a society that has bent the knee to the Jezebel spirit. We have way too many Potiphars and Ahabs, simps, in positions of power. It's an uphill battle. It's already been spilled. The milk's been spilled. They shamed that dude. I remember that. Smart move by Cena avoiding that, because that woman's chaos. The world shamed him for having standards, and he stuck to them. Fuck the world.
You put an NDA, a cohabitation agreement, a prenup in front of these bitches, and guess what? Victim. But this is what they asked for. That's what they asked you to do. You said, I'll do it, but I'll protect myself. Oh, this ain't right.
It's not romantic.
They'll do it for a little bit, and then they'll rebel against it. So?
You can't win.
You gave them exactly what they asked for. And more. And then guess what?
You can't win.
They were the victim. Am I preaching? Am I preaching?
It's good shit, coach.
When men say they're scared to make money so they don't get used, you have to understand you're just calling them out on their bullshit. You can control the situation as long as you don't give them the commitment. As long as you don't give them the marriage. You give them the marriage, you're cooked.
Or put babies in them.
You give them the marriage, you're cooked. All right, so let me give you some examples here, and I know we're going to have some problems. Let me play this video of a man that came in with no leverage, which is a lot of you black niggas are telling men to do. A woman's love language is when she spends money on you, right? Let's go ahead and show
That
you
don't
this.
last.
Okay, I never want the woman to have that type of leverage over me. All right, so I've clicked the video. You guys have got to give me some feedback and a thumbs up whether you can see this video and hear me, okay? By the way, Nikki Bella, oh, by the way, just so you can see, Nikki Bella ended up leaving John Cena, getting married, and divorcing the next husband. Okay? So the Nikki Bella, John Cena, Nikki Bella was like, I could do better than John Cena. She ended up marrying another guy and getting divorced.
And she accused that guy of being abusive as well. She accused him. Yep, sure did. Didn't leave it last. Accused him of being abusive. She was the victim, y'all. She was the freaking victim. And we already know, since we live in a society with a bunch of simps, Potiphar's and Ahabs, guess who was believing her? Guess who was believing her? Oh, that guy's a piece of shit. Oh, he's a piece of shit. This society is cooked, bro.
Okay, so John Cena had it right. John Cena had it right. Okay. It says the moment she's the provider, she will never respect you. This is from Chase Green. He's got a great Instagram page. Go ahead and check it out. The moment she's the provider, she will never respect you. It's inherent.
What a motherfucker gotta go through. Hard working man. This is what I got. This is what I gotta deal through with somebody like this. Somebody that's disrespectful. This is the type of shit you gotta deal with, man, when a motherfucker work hard every motherfucking day.
I work hard every day.
Every motherfucking day. Every motherfucking day. Right? Every motherfucking day. Yeah, whatever. Oh, you do that? You do that? What you mad about though?
Oh, hell to the no.
Too much talking, 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 too much talking.
Way too much talking. Way too much. That's one thing I noticed about the relationships in the community, the disrespect. Y'all start off as soon as you interact with the broad, she talking shit to you. This is Raid Boss. She swole that nigga up too. He bleeding. She put hands on this dude. She put paws on that dude, man. This right here. This is too average. This is too common in the community. Mouthpiece ninjas out here, man. That shit only lasts for so long, bro. This is just way too much mouth. Way too much. But again, this is what he chose. And I'm pretty sure she was like that whenever he first approached, when he was level 1, with killing little slimes and stuff in the forest. Now it's escalated to raid boss shit. Now she putting hands on this dude, talking crap to him, over talking him, disrespecting him. And again, no rules, principles, and standards, man. They ain't standing on business, bro. Better him than me, bro. Golly.
What you mad about though? What you mad about? What you mad about? This what I gotta do with it. So anybody that see this shit, just know this is a witness.
All right, so what are you seeing here? Shout out to Chase Green. What are you seeing here? What are you seeing here? Again, like what women don't want men to do is exercise this control. Hey, you're under my financial control, right? You got to do as I say. Women don't want that. But what men will do is go and I'm going to get a girl with money. Now she's disrespecting him. So as much as women feel disrespected when the man has the leverage, all right, it happens on the other side. It's not like that. Women are going to share their money with you, and if she does, she's going to keep track. I did this. I did that. Just as men would do. So men that go in economically disadvantaged with women, I want to tell you, don't do it. I mean, I don't know why you would promote shit like this. I don't care if she paid all the rent. You can't do it. Because she will disrespect you more than likely in general. In general, this is a bad idea, especially if you're a melanated guy.
Yeah, and again, that's what a lot of people in the community promote that. Some men do it. You ain't gonna do it. Most dudes aren't gonna do that. That is not a smart tactic. Mouthpiece ain't got no money, but just got the mouthpiece. You got game, got mouth. Man, please. 99% of you dudes ain't doing that, man. And why would you want to? Dudes will literally sit up here and argue this. Why in the hell would you want to be in that position? Go out and get your shit together, man. Why? Why would you do that?
Bad idea. All right, you're gonna have less leverage. So as you see right there, this is an extreme example, but it's an example. Now we have another situation here. This is a woman here. I played this video maybe in the last year. I'm gonna go to video share mode. Hopefully we have the audio. If we don't, I'll reset it. It says when paying bills turns into control. Okay, so this is, can you pay my bills? Keep paying telephone bills. I need a man, a provider. I need a provider male. I need a leader. A man that will pay. I mean, soft girl era, soft life, so forth and so on. Now, she got what she wanted.
You can't win.
She got the man that pays the bills. You think that's the end all be all?
Nope.
Nope.
She's now gonna be the victim of the man who pays the bills. All right, because it comes with women think it comes with nothing. I don't have to do any different with the other nigga. All right, the other nigga didn't pay any bills. All I have to do is find the guy that pays the bills and do nothing different.
Traditional with a twist. The majority of these women are under that indoctrination. Good luck out there.
All right, that's what they think. So let's see what she does here in this situation.
So you think come home from work and tell me what the fuck to do around this bitch? You got me fucked up. I ain't doing shit around here. That's your motherfucking job.
Who the fuck do you think that
I'm
you're
talking to
yelling
you.
at,
What the
though?
fuck?
You're not talking to me.
I am talking to you. You clean this fucking mess up.
Too much talking, 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 too much talking.
Way too much talking for me, y'all. This is way too much back and forth. I can't do it. This is way too much dialogue, man. Playing like Metal Gear Solid, all this talking and shit. This is way too much dialogue, man. Way too much. Too much talking. I can't do this, guys. This ain't me, bro. This is way too much dialogue. Golly, man.
Okay, let's get this shit straight real
I don't
quick.
clean shit around this bitch. I pay the bills around this bitch. You clean up. The fuck you talking about?
You out your rabbit ass motherfucking mind if you think you finna tell me what the fuck to do.
See, let me stop right there. And they got smoke detector beeping this bitch again at home all day. Smoke detector still chirping. It's incredible. So this is the bait and switch. So she got him to commit to it. Now what happens is renegering. All right, so she's reneged. Now she's saying, you can't tell me what to do. Now, she's only recorded the part where he started to get disrespectful.
That's smart.
And you have to realize she set this up, right? So she knew he was going to be triggered, and she most likely did something in spite of him, right?
That's good game. That's true. I had a homeboy that was like this. His wife. I'm very observant, man. And there's another dude. He claimed to have game and all that stuff. You know, stay at home with his wife's parents, and he wants to sleep around, but every time he tries to do it, she getting pissed. But he's gonna try to tell me about game, man. Anyways, his wife used to do that all the time too. She would piss him off, push his buttons, and then she would call his mom and have her on speakerphone while he's pissed off. She tilted him. He's pissed off, cussing her out, yelling at her, and she got his mom on the phone on speaker, and she making it seem like she's the victim. That's good game, my coach. Yeah, he's right, man. She did stuff purposely to piss him off, set the camera up, and now she's, again, you simp ass Potiphar and Ahab's gonna be believing her and thinking this dude's a piece of shit. And she literally set this dude up, triggered him on purpose, and put the record button on there, and now she getting all belligerent and shit. There ain't no peace here, y'all. There is no peace here. The only peace is to learn that love that man in the mirror, enjoy your own company, and if you want to get involved with somebody, don't think that shit's gonna be long term. Don't think it's gonna be long term, bro. Kill the goddamn romance, bro.
She left the laundry all over the floor. She knew he was going to come in triggered. She left the smoke detector going. She didn't make dinner, knowing full and damn well he was probably going to crash out about it. So he fell for the bait. He doesn't know he's being recorded, and now she's standing up for himself. You ain't going to disrespect me. So now I can't tell you what to do. This is the old,
You can't win.
you can't tell me what to do. How? How? I'm supposed to tell you what to do. You think I'm supposed to pay all the bills and not have any say?
Yep.
So that's
Yes.
where the women are confusing the game.
Yes. 99% of people that come in her office, she has to work on breaking the fairy tale ideology, traditional with a twist. Then I'm not giving my 20s to a man, so y'all dealing with Pookie and Ted Bundy's cum dumps on top of all of this. Good luck out there. She already bound to another man. She just settling for you. 9 times out of 10, she's just settling. She's in survival mode. Good luck out there, y'all. I just got to keep it real, man. Dudes out here romantic. Y'all watch too much TV. Doesn't work like that.
You can be a traditional guy and pay all the bills. You still can't tell me nothing because I'm still independent. You can't
Traditional with
disrespect
a
me. You
twist.
can't talk to me a certain way. You can't do. This is where it gets confusing. Men never see this coming because everything's gonna sound like disrespect. Soon as you be like, "Well, who are you with?" Oh, I'm supposed to report to you?
Yeah.
Bitch, yes. You're driving the car that I pay for. Yeah. You're supposed to tell me what type of niggas be in your car. Who are your friends? Who is that? Yes, you owe me that answer. In their world, that's abuse. Can't tell me who to hang out with and who to talk to and who to drive in the car. I pay for that car. Bitch, you owe me an answer.
Traditional with a twist. This is what the majority of them believe. Traditional with a twist. You're not even getting their chest, so why is this even a shocker? You're not even getting their virginity. Why are we shocked here?
Like what? In their world, you can't challenge them on this. You pay her phone bill. You tell her, when I text you, you text me back within 20 minutes. But I got shit to do. I was busy. Really? Can't just expect me to drop everything I'm doing to text you back? You realize I pay for that, but I pay for that phone. That phone I pay for. How are you too busy to pay to text back the motherfucker who pays for that phone? In their world, they don't see it that way. Just so you know, the minute you start making these rules, this is abuse. There's women listening to me going, damn, you controlling, this is crazy. But you pay for it. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is where you
can't win.
They feel like, hey, a real man should pay and not question me and not make rules for me. No, hell no. That's why they want to be independent. They don't want to be under any control.
They want a man that's smart enough to provide and dumb enough for them to manipulate. Smart enough to provide, but dumb enough to fall for their bullcrap. That's what they want. Don't question it. Traditional with a twist.
But every now and then they will find a guy that has enough money to do this and still give him nothing on the other side. All they're saying, well, I fuck you, so we're equal partners. You see what I'm saying?
Don't even
this
get their
is the
chest.
modern situation. Now you become a narcissist and controlling and abusive. The very thing they wanted to find value in is now abuse. Okay, I can't control this. I can only tell you that this is how it's going to go more times than not. Trust me, you're going to deal with this, even with your wife. She's going to be like, you can't tell me who to be friends with. Like, literally, I am your life support. It's like, I support your life. I'm your life support. What they'll do is they'll double down and dig their heels in the ground, and they'll end up divorced during DoorDash 10 years down the line. That's what they'll settle for, because they think, oh, there'll be another guy out here that'll show up on his white horse, and he'll be rich and pay for all my shit and not care.
What do we call that, y'all? What do we call that? And this is what the majority of them, they think they're unique. We call that the dumb and dumber.
What do you think the chances are of a guy like you and a girl like me ending up together?
Girl like me.
Well, Lloyd, that's difficult to say, and we really don't...
Hit me with it. Just give it to me straight. I came a long way just to see you married. Just
Least you can do is level with me. What are my chances?
Not good.
You mean not good like 1 out of 100?
I'd say more like 1 out of 1,000,000.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
They will take that 1 out of 1,000,000. They think she's unique. Just, my girl here, where's she at? Where's she at? Where's she at? Just here recently just did this. Where's she at? Where's she at? Ah, where's my girl? This one it?
I left the man that I loved for the man that I deserve.
Yeah, this is it.
I was in a relationship for 10 years.
10 years, y'all.
And decided to leave that relationship because he was no longer the man of my dreams. He was a good boyfriend and he never cheated on me, and we were good to each other, but when it came to alignment and what I deserved and what I wanted and saw for myself and my future kids, I wanted
This broad got kids, y'all. 10 years.
to give my kids the best possible father I could, as well as like the best possible life I could give them. And love is not enough for that. So I left. It took me years of contemplation, but now I am in pursuit of finding the man of my dreams.
Years of contemplation. So she's with this, who knows how long that was. She's with this dude. He probably just thrusting and thinking everything's cool, and she gone. She planning her exit. 10 years. She thinks she's going to find some gump out there that's going to take care of her and her kids. Dumb and dumber. As Stripping Doctor said, 99.9% of them are under that indoctrination. Move accordingly, y'all.
And they'll get him for about 3 weeks or a couple of months, and then he'll dump her because he's got, and they'll get her that'll show up on his white horse, and he'll be rich and pay for all my shit and not care. And they'll get him for about 3 weeks or a couple of months, and then he'll dump her because he's got multiple bitches, and then she'll be doing DoorDash for the rest of her life from 35 to 60. Trust me, let him go. Let him find the next man. Trust me, she is not gonna get she's not gonna get the guy that ends up being the major simp that gives her this. If she does, she's gonna be the victim to the next guy. Look at Nikki Bella. Look at Nikki Bella. She'll end up just victimized, being the victim for another guy, and coming out here ending up with nothing to show for it.
Chew that dude up and spit him out. And most of the dudes that know they work, they ain't gonna do it. Like I said, they'll shit on her head, send her on her way. She may get another simp, but she'll chew him up and spit him out. She'll fuck that up too. That's the energy, that's the spirit. And again, keep in mind, most of these women already been in the streets and imprinted by a piece of shit on top of all this.
Okay, so let me continue. You still have some more thorough shit to break down. And if you're a woman and you disagree with me, I don't give a motherfucker. All right, I don't give a fuck what you got to say, bitch. All right, I don't. All right, it don't mean shit to me. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. Your opinion is like an asshole and a pussy crack. Everybody got one. All these women got one. So I don't give a motherfucker. All right, you can either be down with the king or you can sit your ass on the motherfucking toilet seat. I don't care. You kick rocks. Be teaching men how to be men around this motherfucker. But anyway, let's see what this woman ends up saying here if we have audio.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
No, you not finna tell me what the fuck to do. You finna get your ass up and clean this shit. I don't give a fuck what type of bills your ass pay up in this mother.
Listen how she talking to the dude who's paying for everything, man. You supposed to get your ass up and clean. You're not gonna get this with this modern woman, bro. Traditional women with a twist. They hooked on these phones, the freaking glamour and all that stuff. They're too far gone, bro. Woe to the man. Woe to the man.
Finna get your ass up and clean this shit. I don't give a fuck what type of bills your ass pay up in this motherfucker. I ain't gotta be your mama. Don't put your hands on me. I ain't gotta be your mama, but I'm finna tell your ass what the fuck you finna do though. Yes, the fuck I am. And what you gon' do?
Too much talking, 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 too much talking.
I would have been. I'm punting you through the uprights. All right, now, no. Oh, you ain't. Okay, we're done. We're done. Just as simple as that. This is way too much back and forth. Way too much. He's on her frequency. He's on her frequency right now. Way too much, bro. This is too much dialogue, man. This is really bad in the community. I be looking at these dudes going back and forth. Case example right here. Just going back and forth this broad, man. This is way too much talking, man. Way too much talking, explaining yourself, and too much arguing. God dang.
Do about it though. What you gonna do about it?
And so here we go. The what you gonna do?
Your ass. What the fuck you finna do though? Yes, the fuck I am. And what you gonna do about it though? What you gonna do about it?
And so here we go. The what you gonna do about it? You know, now you physically punched me. He pushed me down, and you know, now it's abuse, right? Eventually, now she's gaslighting him to get him to smack the shit out of her. Now it's abuse, okay?
I ain't clean as shit.
Got that
I
camera
run
on.
this bitch, not you. You pay the bills in this
Who the
bitch.
fuck are you talking to like that?
You is who the fuck I'm talking to.
So he gave up too much leverage.
Yep.
Right? You gave up too much leverage. You
Yeah.
pay the bills and you shut the fuck up, right? So she like, you do what you supposed to do and I'll do what the fuck I want to do. You see what I'm saying? Like this is sad. But many men are in relationships like this, whether they pay the bills or not. All right, just like the previous guy right here. You don't pay no bills, you get into shit. Right? This is what you deal with, and you're dealing with a lot of these toxic losers. Just because she said, "I'm gonna play nice if you pay all the bills." No. Eventually, she's gonna pivot. All right. They all switch up and move the goalposts and bait and switch. All of them.
Like that. What? That's what the fuck I thought.
Golly,
Out that
yo.
door.
Shit though.
Yes, the fuck you is, 'cause I ain't cleaning up after your ass.
So she left it down there on purpose so she can have this moment. All right, I ain't cleaning up, and now she's recording it so that if he smacks the shit out of her, it's on
She gonna play the
recording.
victim.
This does make for some good passionate sex. And any guy that says, get your girl in check, guys, do not get your girl in check. Just properly dismiss her ass. I mean, I can't deal with it. It's the same bullshit.
Too much.
Like, dude, it's coming, and it might not go that extreme, but it's gonna happen. All right, it's gonna happen. She might say something like, you ain't my daddy. Oh, yes, the fuck I am.
Get him, daddy.
We established that right up front. I am your daddy. You will address me as daddy. I am taking on the dom position. You are the sub. I'm the capital dom. You are the lowercase sub. All right, if you are not coming into that type of relationship with me, all you are is a fuck partner. All right, that's it. I'll fuck you still, but you gotta leave when I nut. And I'll give you gas money and some grocery money or some fucking fast food money. I have no problem with that. But if you want the commitment, that's where the relationship balance will be established, and sign this non-disclosure agreement. All right, it's not that hard. So,
Again, I got to keep harping on it, man. It's gonna cost me the woman. Most dudes are dealing with women that they like the woman more than the woman likes them. Yes, it's gonna cost you most modern women. Unless she's in survival mode, then you really gotta be looking at her with the side eye. More than likely she's gonna be in survival mode, man. Hey, just be careful those you got your shit together, you out there, you got your rules, principles, you got your philosophy. They'll tell you what you want to hear. Oh yeah, I'll be down, and eventually it's gonna rear its ugly head. There's no peace here. If you think they're gonna bring you peace, you lose. Good day, sir, man. That's good stuff, man.
Oh, you do have to get leverage. It took me a while to get to this position. So it took me a while for me to get myself off the marketplace. People thought, I'm never gonna return. Yeah, I am, but I'm gonna have leverage when I return. I'm gonna have leverage when I return. Period. Or bitch is gonna be out here getting fucked and plucked and tossed. That's all that's gonna happen. All right. I'm gonna be another chink on your motherfucking body count. I'm gonna be another name in your notes. All right, and you ain't moving in, and you ain't getting no kids. Let me go to the next video. This is a marriage. Now. Now went from different girlfriend. Now we're in a marriage. Hopefully we have the audio. This is a white wife. All right, white wives are very manipulative creatures. All right, what they do is they play a certain role, the pretty princess, and then all of a sudden they'll pivot into a pseudo-feminist. All right, then they become a pseudo-feminist.
They play the long game. They'll play the long game. Play the role for a certain time, get a couple of kids, and then we get the financial abuse.
Because they start listening to their relatives and their friends and their single divorced friends. All right, they'll start listening to them, and then they'll become a victim. They don't really think for themselves. Deer in headlights. So what we have now is a woman here that needs her teeth fixed. All right, but she's steady spending money on makeup. How about get some braces on your teeth? But that's neither here nor there. Let's hear what this flatback with swimmer shoulders got to say about her marriage. Here we go right here.
Is it normal in a marriage for the stay-at-home mom to have to ask for money? Like, it's like anytime she needs anything at all, she has to ask for money. Is that normal?
Fuck balls. Unfortunately, man. All right, so we got Simp Enforcer here that's going to complete this project. So She said, is it normal? I didn't even hear her whole goddamn crying session. Any woman that cries on the internet is a manipulative piece of shit.
I agree with
All
that.
right, so I don't care if you crying on the internet, motherfucker. All right, this is manipulation 101. So let's take this big jack ass, steroid ass nigga off the screen. Any woman crying on the internet, just because she crying doesn't mean she ain't lying. You're a big manipulative piece of shit if you're crying on the internet.
They know what type of society we live in. We got too many Potiphar's and Ahab's in power to bend the knee to the Jezebel. She gonna have white knights coming to her aid, even though she's the one more than likely in the wrong. Just like Joseph in the Bible, dealing with Potiphar's wife. They believed her instead of him. She was the victim.
That's how I run shit. Bitch, you crying on the internet? I have no fun. I ain't shedding a tear. I ain't shedding a tear, bitch. What you crying about? How about you handle this shit like a big girl, but now you want to run to the court of public opinion? I don't give a fuck. All right, but let's get this shit straight. She said, is it normal for a stay-at-home wife have to ask for money? It depends. Was it the 5th time, the 100th time, or what? You don't know. It's out of context. So she just got tears and acting like she hungry and
like
shit.
She the victim.
I gotta ask for money every single time.
Throwing this guy under the bus, y'all. Throwing this dude under the bus, making him look like the villain. He out there busting his ass, protecting and providing, and she throwing this dude up under the bus, trying to undercut him. There's no guarantees, bro. Even if you got rules, principles, and standards, it does not guarantee she's gonna be there for you forever and ever and ever, ever, ever. Again, I just want to do this again. Monk mode is absolute. Monk mode is absolute, man. But you do you.
I don't know. I can't determine. Are you asking him all the time? Did you spend up the money he gave you yesterday? Well, they don't care about that. Victim. However, she chose that relationship. She wanted a guy that pays the bills and takes care of all of it. She wanted to turn her brain off. I don't ever want to think about finances. But every time he gives you money, you spend it up. And then when he asks you to be accountable for the money, you don't want to tell him where the money went. Now, the guy that you're going to hear next is a guy that's going to defend the woman here. So we'll go back to the video here. Hopefully you can hear it. This guy's going to defend the woman in this situation with a little bit of partial information. Let's go with it.
And for so many amazing women out there, they are being abused just like you are. And yes, hear me, you're being fucking abused. It's called financial abuse. That's the legal term. The everyday fucking term is this motherfucker is a narcissist piece of dog shit. See, what he's trying to do, ma'am, is he needs to keep you under his thumb.
I can't stand simp enforcers, bro. I cannot stand you Potiphar's and Ahabs, bro. I can't stand them, yo. This old Wes Watson looking mother sucker. I can't stand them, bro. They enable this stuff, man. The simp attack dogs, the simp enforcers who go under kissing their ass, and oh my God, I can't stand them, bro.
He has to have fucking control. And the easiest way to control somebody is fucking financially. It's the first form of separation in an abusive relationship. What they do is they get you to rely on them completely financially. And
you can't win!
Now, let me just break down what he said. The first level of abuse and separation is to get the woman to rely on him financially. Let me flip this. Aren't these women asking you to be a traditional male and provide financially?
Yep.
This woman said, I want to raise kids and stay at home. You pay the bills. You bring in the money. Now it's abusive if he then controls the finances and gets her to rely on money. That is literally the basis of the relationship.
You can't win!
Not only that, she agreed to it. Not only that, she agreed for years because she even put in multiple kids. Now, the marriage will says bait and switch. Let's change the fucking rules.
Be careful out there, y'all. I just want to do this, man. I just want to do this because I know some of y'all single, got your shit together, got your bread and working on it, man. Just be careful. She might be on board your program for a season. Like I said, maybe 3 months, maybe 3 years, maybe 10 years. But eventually, it's going to rear its ugly head. And more than likely, more often than not, you're going to be too heavily invested. Again, back to what I said in the beginning. I'm not like that. You think you're ever going? Nope. Nope, because I've always instinctively knew this, man. That's why I said there ain't no hate, no envy, no bitterness. I've always instinctively knew that there's no peace here. Peace is by your damn self. But dudes are looking for a woman to bring them this, looking for a family and all that thing's gonna last forever. You're hearing it right here, bait and switch. I'm freaking putting this dude on blast online. Done numerous videos on this already. Gonna do numerous more because dudes are doing this by the millions. It is what it is. Move accordingly, bro.
Okay, that was the rules then. These are the rules now. This is the bait and switch. So when people think that I'm saying there's an evil plan, there's not an evil plan. Eventually, she will say, okay, these are the rules I agreed to. Now, I don't like these rules. Why? Because, well, I don't like them. You just abusive and controlling and narcissist. Again, ladies, you do not have to get involved in these relationships, but you will find that men that get into these relationships where they don't have a problem being generous and providing and doing that work, he's going to have rules on his side. You don't just to get to do what you want, but they just want to do what they want. They want to be independent here. So then she's going to say, well, I'll go to work and then I'll make my own money. And she'll leave the kids in daycare all day. You see what's happening? Okay? You see what's happening, guys? It is she agreed to it, now she's reneging. And now she has simp enforcers saying it. I don't know. Now, can men be financially abusive? Yes, but what you will find is those guys, the women volunteer for that position first. I'll prove it here in a second. They volunteered for it. It was a good position. They wanted it. Hey, he does this and he brings home that. I got a guy, he's traditional. He takes care of that. She literally did it for a period of time. Now, when she wants out and she can't really get out, now she's like, damn, why did I do this? She put herself in the box. Now she's got to go on the internet and cry. They wanted the provider. They got the provider. Then they got what it came with. What they want is a man that's easy. Here, honey. Here, honey. Here, honey. Here, honey. I'll figure out how to make the back later on. But this motherfucker's just bleeding me dry.
Traditional with the flesh, y'all. That's pretty much it. But I just wanted to share that, man, because again, I know a lot of y'all out there single, getting your shit together. That doesn't guarantee she's gonna stick around. Rules, principles, and standards. That's for her, not for you. That's for you, not for her. Let me flip that around. Rules, principles, and standards is for you, not for her. That doesn't guarantee she's gonna stick around. You don't understand women. I understand that, and I also understand there's no peace here. Follow you around for a little bit, on board with it for a little bit for a season, and then once that season's over, now you're the bad guy. You're the victim. You're the piece of shit. Usually you have to have a couple of kids or two. And then we live in a society that bent the knee to the Jezebel spirit with too many Potiphar's and Ahabs in positions of power. Monk mode is absolute, man. I'm probably stopping here, man. About 50 minutes in. Hey, man. Milk's been spilled, the die's been cast. All you can do is move accordingly. Just because you go out there and protect and provide, don't mean you're going to get this unconditional love and unconditional loyalty. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch, y'all? Hey, man, think for yourself. But I'm going to say monk mode is absolute. Woe to the man that bases his self-worth on this. Woe to the man that's basing his happiness on this. Gonna end in ruin. But hey, shout out to Coach on that one. I just wanted to share that, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think on that one, bro. Hey, man. Survey says one more for the good guys. I'm out, good peoples. Latest.